actually representing both Representative Acosta, and I also work for Dr. No. And I'm here in both capacities for both offices because Dr. No is very, very not only interested, but he cares to be engaged in this issue as well. And he couldn't be there at that meeting that we had, but since I work for both offices, I was representing his office as well. So he knows about the issue. I spoke to him this morning. He and Representative Acosta serve both in the NPO, which is a Transportation Policy Board here in El Paso. I think I've explained that to you before. And they can't make it because the meetings are exactly on the same days, on the same day that you have it, the same day of month, the same day and week that you have yours. So they get an unexcused absence every time that they, that they're absent from the board meeting. So it's difficult, but it doesn't mean that they won't be here sometime in the next month. Circling back around to the curb stoning, I want to thank those members that were there, Mr. Burnett, Mr. Garcia, Caesar, and who else? James, of course. And because they are taking a very strong leadership role in trying to secure and trying to look after what is hurting your business. And what is hurting your business the most right now is those illegal sales of cars and what is called curb stoning. So there's been a team effort between the city, the county of El Paso. I don't know if Mr. Gonzalez is here, anybody from his office? Is somebody here from his office? Not today?
Not today.
Okay. They were also in attendance, also with some, of course, our code enforcement city department. And together, we've developed a plan to definitely go after, and what I call it is more, and Mr. Burnett shares the same word with me, it's a sting, a raid. It's not a sweep, because by law, unfortunately, these folks have to have a 2-hour warning when somebody goes out there and puts a sign on their vehicle that you have to give them by law a 2-hour time period for them to remove their vehicle from wherever they have it. However, you don't have to call them. So we actually, stood our ground, and your representatives stood their ground and advocated strongly for you to ensure that during this, what's called sweep, they don't go out there like they're commonly doing so, and they see a car, and they see a phone number, and they call these people and give them a fair warning. Because if that's the case, it's like stopping a drunk driver and telling them, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and sit you here until you get sober. Or you can, it doesn't work that way. You break the law, and what the law says is a 2-hour warning. If you're not, they place the placard. If they don't show up, that car's going to get towed. And that's what's going to happen this month. And I'm not going to tell you what areas or what area, because unfortunately, it's sometimes many of the car dealers that are putting out their cars. And it's hurting other folks that are following the law, and they're staying within their parameters of their business and their brick and mortar. So with that, I'm just telling you that there are raids, because a sweep is sometimes, a very soft word. In my opinion, this is going to be a more aggressive way of conducting those illegal sales of cars. So I open it up to questions. If not, are you all happy that this is going to happen? Because this is what you all wanted. So I'm sure that it's going to send a message to those people that are selling illegal cars out there. And I'm going to say it real briefly in Spanish. Va a haber una redada de carros este mes para las personas que están vendiendo carros ilegales. No sé cómo se dice CURBSTONING en español, he tratado de traducir, pero básicamente son personas que están vendiendo los carros y se les tiene que dar aviso de 2 horas cuando se le pone la placarda allí, pero no se les tiene que llamar. En este caso, antes tienen una costumbre de llamarle a la persona y decirle, aquí está su carro, si no lo quita, se lo va a llevar la grúa. En este caso, no va a ser así. Va a poner la placarda, en 2 horas, si la persona no llega, el carro se va a llevar, se lo lleva a la grúa. Yo creo que va a ser un aviso muy claro para las personas que están vendiendo carros ilegales, o como se dice, no que los carros sean ilegales, pero sean ilegalmente parcados, estacionados.
Sin licencia.
Sin licencia, gracias. Entonces esto va a pasar en el mes, va a haber facetas donde esto se va a hacer en diferentes áreas de la ciudad, no se les va a avisar. You're not going to know when this is going to happen. Y va a haber una coordinación de parte del condado y de parte de la ciudad para poder hacer mínimo el problema o minimizar el problema y mandar un mensaje para esas personas. Muchos de ellos son noteros, así que por favor no hagan esto porque les están afectando a sus colegas, a otros negocios y pues el sistema se está poniendo más agresivo, entonces la gente, no sé cómo decirles, es algo que ustedes tienen que también controlar con las personas que están haciendo. Y si saben de alguien que está haciendo esto, por favor díganles que van a perder dinero y van a perder mucho tiempo si están, pues si no están dentro de la ley y definitivamente dentro de su terreno. Así que si no hay preguntas, pues muchas gracias y gracias a ustedes por darnos.